Well, hello everyone and welcome to Monday's video. This is going to be a little bit different than what the format you're used to seeing on a Monday's video. But I share with you on Saturday's video and Sunday's video. And today is going to be a little discussion about when you strive to look forward and when you strive to make the best of your life. There are going to be some people in your life or some people that you come in contact with that are going to be extremely negative. And I have dealt with this head on, and I've seen it face on, that when you try to better your life in whatever area that may be, maybe it's your physical body or building your health or your mental health or whatever it is, and you're really excited about changing your life and becoming a better person, a better you, and just working really hard for a real good common goal, and that is positivity and being the best that you can be, you are going to have some people that are going to try to shut the door on all of your enthusiasm. You know, it's one of those things where you think that when you're doing betterment of your life and you're becoming happy, you're becoming all that you can be, that people would all surround you and form a community and be so supportive of you. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. And I want to encourage you today that if you are striving to do something to better your life, don't let the negative people condemn you or to stifle your enthusiasm. You know, when you start improving your life, not everybody is going to like that. In fact, when they see you going down the negative path, a lot of people will like you because then it makes them feel better about themselves. But when you all of a sudden are on a better path and you're choosing life and you're choosing positivity, all of a sudden they don't want you anymore because they don't feel better about their own lives. And that's what I want to talk to you about. So let's discuss this topic just a little bit more. Unfortunately, I had the attitude, I can't, so I won't. That was my attitude I had for many years. Well, I can't do that, so I won't even try. But who said I can't do that? All of the negative people that were the little voices in my ear. The negative people saying, well, you can't do that. You can't do that. You didn't finish high school. You can't do that. You're 54 years old. You can't do that because you don't have this and you don't have that. And then they tell you that over and over again, and you start believing it in your own head. You start realizing, yeah, you're right. I can't do that. Until you decide for yourself that you're not going to listen to those type of people. And you're actually going to do something with your life. You're going to do something that you wanted to do, and you are going to work on your own dreams. That's how it was for me, and that's how it is for me. I stopped with all of the narcissist voices in my head. And the peanut gallery were the people who in my life and outside of my YouTube world wanted to say, you can't do that. Who says you can't do it? And then all of a sudden, when I changed my mentality, changed my heart, changed my focus, all of a sudden I started doing. All of a sudden now you're starting to enrich your life. All of a sudden you're doing all of these things. It's not all of a sudden. It took years of preparations and years of work. And now I am starting to branch out and reap all of the things that I have sown. But if I would have sat in my home and listened to the negative comments or listened to the negativity of people, I would have never been anywhere or done anything. You see, I want to say something to all of you who maybe are facing right now somebody who is not encouraging you in doing something that you know is going to give you happiness and you know that it's going to enrich your life. Those people are afraid to do it. They're afraid to do what you want to do. And they don't want you to do it because they're afraid to do it. Positive people never put other people down. Positive people never try to condemn other people. Positive people are positive and they have positivity in their life. And that means they are busy promoting people. They are busy trying to upbuild people, not tear people down. People that are negative never become anything in life, ever. People that are negative, they are living in their own fear And they're projecting that fear onto you in hopes that you continue with that fear, the same fear that they have. I've learned so much about narcissists. I wish I would have learned it years ago, but I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about how it works. And I was feeding the narcissist, and I was feeding them on a daily basis with the way that I conducted my own life. And by feeding them, I was feeding into their negativity. They were projecting it out onto me, and I was absorbing it all in. And I started thinking I was nothing, and I wasn't worth anything. Now, there's a thing about having arrogance and thinking that you're all that. And then there's a thing about, being humble, but realizing you have worth. You see, we all have worth. All of us have worth. You have worth. I have worth. If we are taking a breath and we are breathing, we have worth. We have something valuable. What may that be? What would society tell you is valuable? Your age, if you're young. If you look perfectly beautiful with your weight is perfect, and you have Botox and your skin and hair and nails are all nice, and you are successful. Well, what does successful mean? Depending on where you live. If you're in the United States, successful is very different than if you live in Haiti or in Africa. But you get what it is. It's the society is what's telling you is your worth. But you see, we all have worth. We don't need society to tell us what our worth is. So if society tells me, oh, I have a mole here and I have a mole here, I'm not worth anything, that is just absolutely stupid. Do you know the majority of the people who have become successful in their life don't have the perfect bodies, don't have the perfect face, and don't have the perfect life? They became successful in life because they decided to not listen to all of the negativity in the world, and they decided to have faith and trust and believe in themselves. Now, I'm a born-again Christian, and I don't hide the fact that I know that everything comes from the Lord in my life. And the Lord has really opened up a lot of doors. And the narcissists that were in my life have really taught me a lot through the years. And while I wish I never had to go through what I did, I now have a soft spot in my heart for other people that are under that narcissist, and they are the supply. One thing I have realized so much in my life is now that everything that I do and everything that I have has worth to it. And I didn't really think about that because I never was anything in life as far as what the world would see as somebody successful. But I gave my whole life to my family and to my children. And that's worth a lot to my family and to my children. I've gave everything that I had in my YouTube videos, everything. I remember that there were days I woke up where I was sick. I literally did not feel well. But I gave everything I had for over 7 years on every video on my YouTube channel. Every day. Every day, my heart. There were days my heart was breaking. My heart was so heavy, laden with troubles, but yet I gave it all, and I shared my life on YouTube. And that's worth in that. That's worth sharing your life to somebody. We all have a worth. If you like to sew, that's a worth. We all have talents. We all have an opportunity where we can help one another. I will be honest with you, I would have shut my YouTube down many years ago if it wasn't for the worth that you all had in helping me by giving me comments of encouragement. And you made a huge impact on my life. You may never turn the camera on. You have maybe never had a YouTube channel. You have maybe never showed your face on a little iCard that you have when you gave a comment, but you have transformed my life. You have made a difference. You can make a difference in someone's life just by being you and sharing your words of encouragement. There are two kinds of people. There are the people that are known for being rude and unkind and having hatred. And then there are people that are known for being kind and loving and encouraging. You can impact people in a negative way or in a positive way, but you make that choice. And I made the choice to accept what I felt I was inside. I made that choice to listen to the negativity and to not try to change my life in a better way. Prepper Princess did a video on about poor mentality and the poor mentality. And while she was saying that, when you just assume a certain identity and you don't try to do anything to make it better, she's saying that that goes with you the rest of your life. And I think that you can be very rich and still have the poor mentality. The poor mentality doesn't necessarily mean you're material. I'm not wealthy. I'm not wealthy whatsoever. But I had the poor mentality that I can never do anything, or I can never be anything, I can never accomplish anything. That was my poor mentality. It had nothing to do with finances. It was because I just said, I can't do it because I've never done it. I understand what she was saying when she was saying about the poor mentality. I just assumed she was saying about the money, you know, and if you don't have money, you don't have money. I mean, there are certain dynamics of everyone's life where it's harder to have money. Getting money for some people is easy. Maybe they inherited a lot of money. Some people, getting money is really a lot easier. Maybe they have certain talents that make it easy for them to have money. For me, getting money wasn't very easy. I had to work really hard at creating the things that I could do. And so I turned the camera on 7 years ago, and I shared with people my life. That hasn't changed. I still turn the camera on and share with people my life. And to the few people that think that my life was just gonna always stay the same, they don't realize that life ebbs and flows. And so when I started my channel all of those years ago, and I didn't have anything because I didn't earn anything, and then all of the videos, 3,000 videos, all of the videos and all the work that's put into it, all of a sudden, my life started getting a little bit better. And I progressed with it. And progression means sometimes looking outside your four walls and realizing what potential you have and what potential you could get. And so I realized in life that I don't need to have that poor mentality about myself, that I can be humble and I can grow. I would be the first one to tell you that I could never have been what I am if it wasn't for all of you. Every single day, helping me and keeping me going on and on and on. Cleaning up my life after years of just accumulating things and not taking care of things, and all of a sudden changing my perspective on life and fighting back. Me, physically and emotionally and mentally fighting back and giving myself the opportunity to say, Tessie, you are worth something. But you have to see that first before others can see that. And realizing that I do have a worth. I do have something that's good in me that I can share. Anxiety is the end result of not having faith and allowing negativity to speak to you. And so I want to encourage you today that if you are on a path of maybe eating healthier, on whatever path that is, and it's a path that it is giving you power and energy, and it's giving you a feeling of all of a sudden you're starting to feel like you got life again, life in your veins, and you feel like you're excited about this hobby, and you're excited about something, and you got people that say, well, I don't know if you can do that, or, well, good luck on that, but that's not something I like. Just remember, it doesn't matter what somebody else says, or somebody else says, oh, you can't do that, or that's not going to work. Just know that you can do it, and you can strive to do the things that make you happy. And that's not going to always make everybody else happy. Remember that. If you're happy, some people will be very upset with you. If you're happy, some people, your true friends, true people that really care about you, will be happy with you. But don't ever let someone steal your joy or your dream, and don't ever let someone, negativity, latch onto you. Brush it aside and keep pressing forward. Because if you keep pressing forward, you will find true happiness. Think that when we decide that we are going to live our true authentic life and the life that we want to live, yes, we have ups and downs. Yes, we go through stages. We all go through so many stages. All of us do, just some of us happens to be on the internet. All of us has likes and dislikes. All of us changes our likes and dislikes. Just some of us maybe don't have it on for the world to see. Is that a smart thing or not? Oh, I'm not too sure. No, it's a good thing. It's been a blessing in my life. YouTube has changed my life forever. But when you do the things that truly make you happy, nobody is ever going to tear that down. Take care. We'll see you guys again tomorrow.